It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we're on the road to the Super Bowl. Coming up, we're keeping things in the AFC for an intra-conference contest between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Las Vegas Raiders. We are underway in this AFC Wildcard Weekend contest. Fielded just shy of the end zone. Finds some space, he's past the 30. And the tackle's made as he gets it out to the 32. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. A first carry now for the rookie out of Ole Miss. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
Kate, if that first play is any indicator, this offense is going to have one heck of a field day. I'm talking a big chunk of yards on the ground and some big-time confidence, too.
First and 10 from the 43. Back-to-back carries here. There's the intensity we expected him to. The defense going big play hunting, and they get him behind the line.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Here's a throw. Hits his running back. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
6 yards to go here. It's third down. They'll throw. Third and long. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And that's a Vegas first down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
They'll run here on first down. Solid block, and there springs him for 8. It's going to be second down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
Now the first carry for Quinshon Judkins. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a third down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next third down coming.
Quite the opening drive they've put together, partner. New set of downs all the way down to the 25. Working on first down. That's caught. Here's Quinshon Judkins. And he's out of bounds. A beautiful play to get that first down, but this could be coming back. We got to check this flag. They're throwing it. We've got a screen to the running back. He finds space into the red zone. And he's taken out as he brings it down towards the 10. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
Got to be a pretty good actor. Got to be pretty good at selling to that defense. That's a drop-back pass. When you get a big play on a screen like that, boy, it's choreography by everybody on that offense.
Coming to the line, this is first and 10. Working inside the red zone. Makes the catch. And he's going to be driven out, but a nice pickup. Gained about 8, second down.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's second and 1.
Alert! Here we go!
Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. Looking at the officials' arms, and they aren't moving, and it doesn't look like they're going to. He is stopped just short of that goal line.
When you get stuff like that on a second down run, the focus kind of shifts from getting a first down to just giving your punter enough room to get the ball out.
Third down, 1 yard to go. Back to the well again. And this one had no chance. Hit well behind that line. That brings up fourth down. Andres Borregales out now to attempt this field goal. Pretty easy kick here, Brock. Just 22 yards. Borregales connects. And they get 3 on their first series. Hope to build on that in the drives ahead.
Well, that's a good start to this one, Kate. Not just individually for the kicker to be accurate in his first kick, but to really invigorate this home crowd and to take that lead on the opening drive.
There's Kyron Williams on the return. A pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Offense showing trips outright as they get set for this first and 10. Mahomes starting off with a throw. Forced out to his right. That's Cox, Jimmy Horn Jr. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
One play in, Brock, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Mahomes on 1st and 10. Got a man, it's Dante Thornton Jr. Touchdown, Jacksonville! The Jaguars just need 2 snaps to steal the lead. Well, Brock, they could prove me wrong, but I don't think touchdowns are going to come that easily the rest of this game. But starting out, we all welcome the quick score.
Yeah, not a lot of energy exerted, right? Not a lot of their cards shown just yet. They only got a couple plays into their strategy, and they found pay dirt. A lot of mystery still to come with what they're going to do schematically. A lot of answers have to be found defensively.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. This one's going to bounce into the end zone and will end as a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense is set. 1st and 10. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. Short pass brought in. And he manages maybe 3 yards there to the 23-yard line.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on a throw, it's a go-to route to target.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Shotgun snap. They'll throw. Complete out to the right side. And he's going to be sent out of bounds just after he crosses the 35. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
To throw here on 1st down. Short pass caught by his tight end. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he takes it ahead for about 4 yards. It's 3rd down.
A humble 5-6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. We'll go with a design keeper. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line. Gain of 9 yards on the play. And the Raiders are going to have a 1st down.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, now you got to worry about a quarterback that could do what he just did. Tote the ball himself for a big run.
Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Jaguars take over after forcing the first turnover of this ballgame.
You know, one of the beauties of the game of football is it never sits still. It's constantly adapting. And that nickel defense right there, critical in taking the ball away. And when you think about nickel defense, you think about Rondé Barber, won the Hall of Fame in the summer of 2023, really revolutionizing the position of the nickel back. That nickel defender and that nickel defense, critical in that takeaway we just saw.
First game on the ground to Jahmyr Gibbs. It'll be a quality gain on the run, and that also brings us to the end of this quarter. We've reached the end of one in this opening round of the AFC playoffs. It's the Jaguars setting the pace so far. We'll return to Allegiant Stadium right after this. Back for the second quarter. It's Jaguar football. They're looking at 2nd and 4. They'll work against the blitz. Throw is there, Trey McBride. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. They'll get 16 yards on that play. And the Jaguars have a 1st down.
First down. A gain of 16 yards. And the Jaguar 1st down.
From the pistol, it's Gibbs. And he's got about 9 on that run, partner. Down inside the 30.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
After a quality effort on the last play, just really need to fall forward here to pick up that first down. Off play action, it's Mahomes. That one connects. And they're going to have first and goal as he gets this down to the 4.
It's a gain of 20.
Defenders in the area, they still make the connection, Brock. It almost looked like it was just another throw on the practice field.
Yeah, this is how you just develop that just trust factor, that connection. We see it with QBs and tight ends, and the best of them make it look easy.
Breaking the huddle, here's first and goal.
Yellow. Argolari.
Gibbs will not get past the line. He's held up at the 4. That's a nice quick correction for this front row. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
He gets it again. And this time he's got it. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. For the point after, here's Aubrey. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Jaguars drive their lead to 11.
14. Raiders 3.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Returnable from the 2. And this drive will start inside the 25.
Take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Starting out with an empty backfield, Brock. Here they come. First and 10. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Throwing the out route complete. And they're going to get to him after a gain of close to 5 as they send him out.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable. It creates space to take that shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they've got second and 4. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means third down coming up.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
About set. This is third and 5. He's dropping back to throw. This is a heater going deep. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. And the Jaguars are finally tackled on the return after taking it all the way back to the opposing 40. Well, that should pretty much shut down throwing his way anymore, Brock. This guy has ended each of their last 2 drives by himself with an interception.
And that's kind of the price you pay when you're playing phenomenal ball as a defender. I can remember Aaron Rodgers, primetime game, said, I'm not even throwing once, and didn't attack Richard Sherman one time that game.
On first down, it's Gibbs. And he powers ahead for about 5. It's going to be second and 5.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
Second and 5.
First down run, nabs him 5. Now second and 5. Again, it's Gibbs. And he's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. A gain of 15 there. And that's good for a Jacksonville first down.
Jaguars first down. First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Another one for Gibbs. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars parlay the interception into points. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Returnable from the 1. Escapes a defender, and he's brought down just inside the 25.
At their own 23-yard line.
Raiders just about ready for this one. It's 1st and 10. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
Back to pass on 1st and 10. Got a man downfield. This is Neighbors. He does it. Touchdown. The Raiders fighting back and shaving 6 off that lead. Malik Neighbors with the touchdown. His kick is good, for the moment at least, as we've got a flag down on the field. I think they're going to get him for hitting the kicker. So they got him for roughing the kicker. They're going to put that penalty yardage on the spot of the ensuing kickoff.
Andres Borregales set to
Now Borregales on to send it away. Fields the hard squib kick. And this drive will start inside the 25.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
First look, a little pistol formation as they come to the line. 1st and 10. I'll start on the ground with Gibbs. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 7, Brock, to begin this drive.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure, nice little run to set the table.
After that little 8-yard scooch, here comes 2nd and 2. They go play action. It's Mahomes. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target. First time this game they've looked to him. So it's going to be 3rd and short coming up. Well, he's been perfect to that point on the drive, Brock. First time we've seen this coverage force him into a misstep in a while.
I know you hear me talk all the time, Kate, about the rhythm of an offense, right? And I look at it through those optics so much. But it's the same thing defensively. You've got to get a stop, see the ball hit the ground to knock them out of that rhythm.
That's complete. Here's Thornton. He'll have the 1st down and even more. And a great play is brought to an end as this one reaches the 35-yard line. That one nabs him 33 yards and a new set of downs, too. So that's going to take us, Brock, to our 2-minute warning of this first half. More from Allegiant Stadium coming up. So the big play moves him well past midfield, has him set up now at the 35. A give left side for Gibbs. Here he goes again. And he carries it in for the touchdown. The Jaguars boat racing them to the halftime locker room. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground. For the point after, here's Aubrey. The point after splits the uprights. And the Jaguars push their lead to 18. Aubrey now to kick this one away. And that one's going to skip across the goal line and into the end zone. So the football will come back out to the 20.
20-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Brought in right side. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. They got 21 yards on the play. And that's a Vegas first down. Working quickly here.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Blown back, gets the handoff. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
46-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Throwing from the gun. He's got it inside the 25. Stop is made, but not until he reaches that 17-yard line. He finds 37 yards on the play to move those chains.
I try to remind you a time or two, Kate, that you always got to start your read from the secondary forward. You got to see what the safeties are doing. If you're going to throw a ball in the middle third, deep downfield like that.
And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders chop some of the lead off before the half. Corey Gallis on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Raiders make it an 11-point ball game.
Jaguars 28, Raiders 17. Andy Borregales set to kick off.
Now Borregales on to send it away. Here comes Williams on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
Williams on the return. The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Getting a pistol formation here first as they come to the line. Pistol now for Mahomes. Ooh, almost a throw that cost him. Defender had it in his hands. He dropped it. It's incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Well, that's like a good peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Takes both to make it work. And defensively, you've got to have that pressure up front. That's peanut butter. And then you like to have some jelly. And that was almost a huge play with an interception.
Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. Trying for the deep ball. They connect on the deep shot. The Jaguars are going to call their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Speaks to this guy's talent as just an all-around difference maker, playmaker. We see him line up as a receiver, and we don't even bat an eye, Kate. And we don't really bat an eye when he makes that kind of play either. This guy's just different, built for the moment.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Completed to his running back. And he works it down to the enemy 44-yard line. Brought down by Jahan Campbell.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the Raiders' 44-yard line.
Before we can get a snap on 2nd down, they call timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Throwing again, Mahomes. He's going deep this time. He's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars get more points to end a lopsided first half.
A receiver this skilled, well, he's got every route in his back pocket. But sometimes simple is better. No complicated cuts, no double moves. You just go run right by him.
Extra point from Aubrey is up and good. And the Jaguars push their lead to 18.
Raiders 17.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. He's going to field this at the 2. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
This drive starts with barely any time left. 13 seconds in the half. They go play action on first down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken.
This offense has been in a rhythm, settled in and found it in the first half. But hopefully that sack for this defense can disrupt that rhythm just a little bit. Kind of reminds me, Kate, in baseball when you're facing an elite pitcher, just get somebody on base. Just make that pitcher think a little bit. Hopefully that sack for this defense does the same to the QB.
Second down and 19 yards to go after that sack.
Let's go. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Back to throw it. And that's incomplete, and it also stops the clock with just 5 seconds left.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
Ready? 60 Bison, 60.
Looking to throw. Gets everything he has under this one. Big gain downfield. And somehow they've reached the end zone with no time remaining in the half. So no mistaking that play call, Brock. They said everybody on deep goes, and it winds up paying off. What a play.
And you'd think on the other side, defensively, they'd be ready for this. But this is truly a breakdown in the secondary. They're just not able to make a play on the ball in the air. And the end result, as you said, a big play and a touchdown.
That one splits the uprights. And the Raiders make it an 11-point ball game. With this kick, we're back underway. A spot in the divisional round on the line. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. Jaguars in a good starting spot here, coming up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Finds him over the middle. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. To the air, Mahomes. Screen here for Gibbs. Open space inside the 40. Down the sideline, past the 25. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. How about a big hitter, 34 yards there and a new set of downs.
I think one of my favorite adjectives, I don't know why, it just sounds good off the lips, is shred. Shredding paper, shredding the slopes, or a dude shredding a defense just like that.
They'll empty the backfield, motion him right. And he brings it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars grow the lead coming out of halftime. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate. You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. But what makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
That one right down the middle. And the Jaguars push their lead to 18. Aubrey now to kick this one away. He'll bring it out from a couple yards deep. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10. Now going to throw out of the gun. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Still 10 to go. It's second down now from the 26.
Here we go, Shaq.
Back to throw now. Has him on the quick hitter. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. Alone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. Jeffrey Simmons that time on the tackle.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
Connects on the crosser. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The gain gets this down inside the 35. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
The give now out of the shotgun. And it's a nice gain off a really good effort there just to stay upright. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
Working now from the gun. Near the goal line. Touchdown, Vegas. The Raiders start the second half with some needed points. Corey Gallis on for the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Raiders make it an 11-point ball game. Now Corey Gallis on to send it away. Here comes Williams on the return. And he gets it up beyond the 20, but boy, did they plant him a few inches into the ground at the end of that run.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Short pass brought in. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. They gain 11 on that play. And the Jaguars have a first down.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
So they'll head up here first and 10 from the 34. Mahomes. Looking slant route, complete. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
And the Jaguar first down.
First down from the 42. Trying to throw this from the gun. Left side into the hands of McBride. And he works this to the 38 before going down.
There's no question, Kate, that the big plays down the seam or big tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, it gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
2nd and 6 coming up here.
Yellow.
Back to the air, Mahomes. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Not on the same page with his tight end. And that brings up 3rd down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last second attempt to get rid of it.
Third down, it's Mahomes. He's got him, that's McBride. And he's brought down after a short gain.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
Thought he had a chance to block it, but he ends up wiping out the kicker instead, and that's going to award their offense a first down. You got to be smarter than that. No reason to hit the kicker there, and that gives him a first down. Running it after the penalty. And they push him out just as he gets back to the line. 2nd down coming up.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
This is Gibbs on 2nd down. There he goes again. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars stretch their lead to a 3-score advantage. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown.
Kate, that's just simply the difference-making edge that these elite running backs bring to you. A lot of backs can get you 10 yards, 20 yards, but the elite backs, they can take it to the house.
Caught him across the line early there. That's an easy call for our officials. All right, so with the penalty, a chance to go for 2 from the 1, or they could elect to try a shorter kick. That kick a whole lot easier after that penalty, right? He sends it through.
Raiders 31.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Fielded just shy of the end zone. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense is set. 1st and 10.
65.
Now throw to start the drive. It is Kupp, left side. And this is brought to a stop up at the 34-yard line there. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34.
Let's go.
Dropping back to throw. Completed over the middle. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And the Raiders are going to have a first down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
1st and 10 now from the 46. Right up the gut. And the stop is made as he drives this to the opposing 43. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
Danger, Kate. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
1st and 10 from the 43. Back-to-back carries here. And this run is going to push him inside the 40. Give him 7 there.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. Looking in the air here. That one's complete over the middle. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. 1 quarter to go, Brock, and we'll see who can earn the wild card win. The Raiders have the ball, and they have work to do to save their playoff run. Offense is set. 1st and 10. He's going to throw this one. Escapes the pocket. And he brings it in. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders get it back to within 2 possessions. Corey Gallis on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Raiders make it an 11-point ball game.
49, Raiders 38.
Now Borregales on to send it away. Here comes Williams on the return. Ooh, a big lick from the coverage team there. And that is going to stop things before they can get it to the 30.
1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun.
Yellow.
Drive begins with Gibbs. And he's brought down as the drive starts out with a 4-yard gain.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun. Here's Mahomes. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Just cannot afford right here, Kate, to go 3 and out. Not when you watched your counterpart score a touchdown. Cling to that lead and find a way to convert this 3rd down. It's a big one. And cut off some of the mojo from the other side.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. To the air on 3rd and long. Finds Gibbs out of the backfield. And they're going to touch him down as they wind up with a nice gain on that play, and they got a new set of downs, too.
Okay, I know exactly what's going to happen. I've seen it once. I've seen it 100 times. Next week on the practice field, this running back's going to say, see, I'm not just a running back. I can play receiver. And you receivers, you couldn't do my job, but I just showed you I could do yours.
And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
It's McBride downfield, and he's got it. Across the line, into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars make it a 3-score game in the 4th. Trey McBride, the touchdown.
The kicker on for the
And that right there, Brock, is a touchdown I think our fellow broadcaster Greg Olsen would be proud of. A big strike to the tight end that I don't think a lot of receivers could have pulled off and make it look as easy.
You know, a lot of times you're splitting hairs talking about the differences between tight ends and receivers at this level because a lot of those guys, they work the same route tree and they move with the football, well, just like their receiver teammates. And they can score some lengthy touchdowns, too, just like he showed off.
Returnable from the 1. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
at their own 28-yard line.
right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. And no luck there. That throw falls to the ground.
That's a throw at this level. So much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. Got to be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
2nd and 10, still at the 28. Throwing now out of the shotgun. Looking right, and he finds him. And he gets this one up to the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun here. Taking a deep shot here. He's got it inside the 25. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders get it back to within 2 possessions. Malik Neighbors with a touchdown. His 3rd through the air this game. That one splits the uprights. And the Raiders make it an 11-point ball game. Now Borregales on to send it away. Here comes Williams on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10. Off the gut they go with Gibbs. And he's taken down just a couple of yards shy of the 40. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's good for a Jacksonville 1st down.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from 1st down to 1st down in just one play. Get that big play potential on the ground. Jeez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
First down, and they go right back to him. And the ground game works for the touchdown.
Touchdown, Jacksonville.
The Jaguars have likely locked up the win right there. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. His 5th rushing score in this game alone. And yet again, he's made a trip to the end zone, his 5th on the ground. And now just one more return visit away from tying that NFL single-game record. Aubrey good on the point after. And the Jaguars push their lead to 18.
63, Raiders 45.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Fielded just shy of the end zone. And this drive will start inside the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. They'll throw to begin this drive. Buys time, rolling right. He's running with it. And he's going to be driven out, but a nice pickup. Gained about 8, 2nd down.
Well, you don't get the 1st down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
Just a yard left to go on 2nd down. Rolling back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. 6 yards on the play and enough for a first.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
He puts some juice on a deep throw down the middle. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection.
Defense doubled him, knowing that was where the pass was likely headed. A bit surprising, Quarterback still threw in that direction with how well that defense had that play covered.
After the incompletion, still at the 38, it's 2nd and 10. They'll throw it. Brought in right side. And this one will get them into enemy territory. Hit and stopped quickly. The catch moves him to the 48. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Football's on the 48. Here we go. First down. Throwing from the gun. Knocked away, and that's going to be incomplete. Defender there, and that brings up 2nd down.
Well, the QB right there, he put it pretty close to the sidelines to begin with. And the defender, that was a nice job. Just simply put a hand out there, and let me just encourage the ball to fall incomplete.
2nd down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass.
Here we go.
Still sticking with the passing game. Finds him over the middle. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. Offense in the hurry up here.
Las Vegas, first down. 1st and 10.
Sticking to the air here. He's still going at the 30. Breaks the tackle. He's got space ahead. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. The dose of the hurry-up offense here.
4 yards. That's another Raiders first down. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Working inside the red zone. Hits him on the out route. They drop him with a big hit. At least he's able to hold on for the game, but boy, Brock, what a shot. And for somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you gotta admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, that is risk. Right into double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what I call a...
And he's in. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders get it back to within 2 possessions. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
He has it, and he is hit well behind the line and goes down. They're not able to make much of anything on that 2-point attempt. Well, this one not quite over just yet. They've got 3 timeouts at their disposal, but really need to make the unexpected recovery here. And this is covered by the Jaguars. Well, kind of feels like we're starting to get to that point, Brock.
And what point is that, Kate?
You know, the bold point of the game where you have to try something bold could end up becoming a play that finally sinks him, though.
Yeah, it's time for desperation. Without a defensive stop here, it's really hard to lay out the scenarios for much success. Every second matters now when you don't come up with that onside kick.
This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. So rather than let the 2-minute warning hit, the defense burns the first of its timeouts. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
43!
Throwing is Mahomes. Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars make it a 3-score game in the 4th. And that is his 4th touchdown reception of the game. And if you wonder how rare that is, only a couple of active players have ever achieved it in their careers, and it's been done less than 50 times in league history. For the point after, here's Aubrey. The kick is good, and expect that to stand now. This flag appears to be the player who jumps early looking to block that kick. Easy call for the officials there. He was offsides at the snap, and that's going to cost him. All right, they appear comfortable with the lead they have, so they're just going to kick this from the 10.
His kick is good. Makes the score 70. Raiders 51.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Returning it from the 4. He's stopped on the run back at the 27.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. Has him on the quick hitter. And they shove him out. Looks like he got about 6 before they did so. It's 2nd down.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Hauled in left side. And he'll be out of bounds right along the 40. 7 yards on that pickup. And that's a Vegas 1st down.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
From the 40-yard line now. This is 1st and 10.
Here we go. Hawk 70. 79 Bronco.
He's going to throw it. Looking slant route, complete. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. Running clock adding a sense of urgency to these proceedings.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They are throwing it again. Finds him on the crossing route. And they're on him right away with that tackle. The stop comes at the 26-yard line. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And the Raiders are going to have a 1st down. Off the play fake, he'll throw. He's going to score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders get it back to within 2 possessions.
First thing you do as a quarterback, the first thing that you do when you get to the NFL level, if you haven't learned it earlier, is you scan those safeties. So I got middle field open or close. So I got a single high or 2 high. Is that post going to be available? Because if it is, big plays can follow.
And he goes down. The pressure gets home, and they will not take another 2 off that lead. So even after the score, they're still down 2 possessions. Time not exactly on their side as they try this onside kick. And this is covered by the Jaguars. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. Timing so important for a team to recover its own onside kick, but jumped the gun there before it went 10 yards, and that drew the flag. All set to go now from the 35. From the pistol, it's Gibbs. This drive is going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down. A timeout taken by Vegas. That's its 2nd. And they'll have just 1 left to burn now.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
3rd down run by Gibbs. And he can't escape, Brock. They lose yards, but defensively, no timeouts left to stop the clock and take advantage.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead? Well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. Throw here, 3rd down. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. That is Nick Emanwari. He dodged the tackle. And the Raiders see their return stop just a little bit short of their own 30.
Okay, I think you can almost sense a little bit of a hesitant spark out there. Nobody is going to get too excited. You're still down 2 scores, but there's a little flash of hope, a little flash of optimism. Their defense just gave the offense by taking the ball away.
Got for big yards on the right side. And he has it right near midfield here. It's like about a yard short. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down. Raiders moving quickly, trying to get set as the clock continues to run. First and 10, looking to throw. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. This is brought in at the 15. Get an even 40 out of that one. And that's a Vegas 1st down. Raiders moving quickly, trying to get set as the clock continues to run.
Cup 19, Buffalo 18, Dragon 60. Set go.
From the red zone now. Oh, again, it looks like a pick, but they drop it. A chance to steal it away in the end zone. Just can't finish the play.
Oh, that was such an opportunity lost. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points on the series. And instead...
And he is in for the touchdown. Still unlikely, Brock, but it's not entirely over just yet with this score. Corey Gallis on for the extra point. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Raiders get it back to within 6.
70. Raiders 64.
15 seconds left. Their only option is to get this kick back. And the Jaguars recover the onside kick. That should all but clinch this victory for them.
No question they wanted the ball back late, but you don't see many of these recovered by the kicking team in the NFL. You see even fewer recovered when they're actually expecting it, like they certainly were right there.
So the Jaguars, the visitors in this one, but they take home the win. And you never want to count out those wild card teams once the postseason begins, right? We've seen a few go on magical runs before, and they've officially begun theirs here, fighting their way to next week's divisional round games.
If you didn't know, maybe better than us.